Welcome, family and friends, to the house that love built. We are so happy to see you here. Now, as all of us heard this week, an arrest was made in the Trayvon Martin case. Thank you to all of you who stood with us in prayer and solidarity for the Martin family, that justice would be served. Now, we at Giant Steps, we take it a little further. We don't just stand with hoodies in solidarity. We pray and we take action. I'm reminding all the men here to join the men of Giant Steps at 7:30 a.m. on April 20th at DuSable High School to greet the children as they walk in the door and pray for their safety. We're asking you then to join them right down the street at Beethoven Grammar School for Real Men Read. Your presence makes a difference. Now, ladies, you should receive a save the date for April 28th for the PS31 Women's Ministry Fellowship. If you haven't received that information, it's because we don't have your email. So please send us your information to info@giantstepschurch.org. More information will follow. And April 29th is coming up, Connect Sunday. We hope that you're already thinking about those individuals that you want to connect to Christ by connecting them to Giant Steps Church. Now, when you're inviting them, let them know that Kids Life is available for their children at every service, not just at Connect Sunday, but every Sunday. And finally, let us welcome the newest members to our Giant Steps family. Alonzo Castis, Chuck Fowler, Jennifer Holland, Christopher Jackson, Dwan Oliver, Lashika Riddle, Brandon Young, Latanya Young, and Juan Winston. Welcome home. We love you.
He loves me, 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 he loves me. I know that he lifted me.
Hey, I felt that I needed a change in environment, a different church perhaps. And so then I thought to come here. And this was the best fitting church for me. I think that the way Pastor Sean teaches, not just preaches, is very unique and different from what a lot of other pastors and ministers do, because he really does harp on morals and principles of being a true Christian. Pastor Sean also does take an interest in his congregation, you can tell. He loves to develop, and that's one of the key factors for me as to why I kind of hold my church to the highest regard. I know what it is to be in need. Although, people walk around, you don't necessarily know people's journeys or where they come from. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. And for as long as I can remember, I pretty much can say that God has always made a way for me in any of my situations, in any of my circumstances. So, that being said, I trust in Him. I believe in Him, and whatever it is that I need to do to move His work forward, I'm willing to do that.
Come on, say, He loves me. You hear me? Listen, that works.
What do you want?
Mrs. Edwards, I know I ask you this like every week, but would you like to ride to church with me? Oh, come on, Mrs. Edwards, you're like my church. We have some hot music. It may not be what you're bumping at all, but it's hot. We get down. What do you say, Mrs. Edwards?
Oh, I suppose.